Hello, and welcome to the second episode of the 2019-2020 school year of the Byram Hills Blitz. I'm Matthew Levy, alongside my co-pilot Jesse Smallholtz. Jesse, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great. Excited to get started.
Today we will focus on boys and girls soccer, swimming, and girls tennis. We have special interviews with Ellie and Alyssa Margolin and Izzy Sullivan. Let's cut to our interview with Izzy Sullivan right now. So Izzy, what is the outlook for the team this year?
I think we're a very good team this year. I think we can go further than we usually do. We aren't missing much seniors from last year, and we have a new young and fresh team. So I think we're going to be really good. I think we're going to go far in sectionals, hopefully. And I think we're definitely ready to win.
So as a soccer player, as a varsity soccer player for the last 4 years, do you have a memorable moment that really captures you as a soccer player?
I think just all the training that I do off season and during the winter, playing with the boys team every day, playing in the rain, the snow, the burning hot. That's just like the thing about me that makes soccer so special is that's the thing that makes me a different soccer player, which is definitely to me really special.
So now being a senior leader, varsity soccer, it's a big role this year. How have you transitioned into being, it's more difficult, it's just a tougher role? How has the transition been?
I think I've always been a leader and kind of taken that role, but this year it's definitely harder because the young girls look up to me, so I feel like I'm always their role model, which I like personally, and I think I fit that role well. And I have 4 other girls that are also senior leaders with me, so I like to, we talk about things, we do things together, we run the team together, which is really great, but it's also hard to all agree on something or all disagree on something. It's always 2 versus 3 or 3 versus 2, but we run the team together as a group, which I really like, and the senior leadership is going really well. So
now, beyond your varsity soccer years next year, do you plan on applying to college and playing soccer?
I'm definitely going to play at a Division I college.
Wow.
That's been my dream since I was little, so I'm definitely going to do that. Right now I'm thinking about either Miami or University of San Diego, but hopefully I'll be playing for the Canes.
That's awesome. So now, looking back on your 4 years as a varsity athlete, how have you grown as a person?
I've definitely changed a lot in my 4 years, as a soccer player and as a person. My freshman and sophomore year, I was a huge goof off, and obviously I still am, but a lot of times on the field I would laugh, but I've changed a lot. I've matured a lot. I've matured incredibly, so that's a big part of it. And now, I'm getting so close to my last high school game. I'm a senior now. I have girls that are watching everything that I do. So it's all more surreal, more important. I'm more focused. I'm ready to win sectionals. Everything's just more it's in the moment. So that a lot has changed for me in that way.
And now the last question we ask for all our interviewees, is there a favorite athlete or a favorite role model you strive to be?
I love Megan Rapinoe. She's a left wing for the national team. She stands out a lot. She just dyed her hair neon pink, so she's definitely standing out in that way. But she's just an amazing soccer player, and I play center mid for high school, but I play wing for my club team, and I think we play similarly. And she just has her own point of view on everything. She has her own beliefs. She doesn't care what anyone else thinks about her, and I really like that, and I just want to strive to be an athlete like that.
Well, thank you for coming on, Izzy. It was a pleasure for you to be here.
Thank you.
So let's start with some girls soccer. Right now they have a record of 3-1, looking pretty good. Who are some of those leaders on the team?
So on midfield, we've got Isabel Sullivan, who is a very dynamic player who we just interviewed, who is applying for Division I college. We also have on the defense, we have Talia Schuster and Aaliyah Zaccanino, who are great leaders as well. And then on the offensive end, we have Callie Hoffman. So this team is based on fundamentals. You've got passing, skills, shooting. This team is very good at perfecting those skills.
We also have to note that this is a young team. They're still working on building their chemistry together and having good communication on and off the field, so that's something that they're looking to work towards this year. So tonight you're going to see a game against Harrison. Should be a good one. And on homecoming, October 2nd, we have an Under the Lights game against Rye. So make sure you come out for both of those.
Now from girls to boys. Yeah. So let's start with the boys. Do you have any strengths you want to highlight? for us?
I would start with the defense. That's where this whole team starts. They have all 4 of their defensive stars back. They have a strong defensive core, and that's where really where they're going to get the strength out of this team. So look for them to have a big year.
But I also think they need to work on that youth. I think they've got a lot of young boys, just like the girls soccer team has. So how they adjust later in the year once they get to tougher games like Ryan, Harrison, how do they adjust to those games?
And they've shown that so far against Tappan Zee and Beacon.
Yeah, we saw that
Yeah.
as well. Now let's transition to swimming. Do you have any key players you want to highlight?
2 players I'd like to highlight, Izzy Yaloff and Casey Kaufman, the 2 captains of this team. They'll be looking to have a big year themselves and also promote what they've learned across the years. Some other people to look to, Nicole Ramirez, Casey Kaufman again, Kelsey Vaccaro, and newcomer Carmen Parada, with brother Michael Parada, who plays basketball. They're 2-0 right now, beat John Jay with a score of 96-78, and they're looking really strong right now, so look for them to have a big year.
And now from swimming to tennis, this girls' tennis team, there's a lot of firepower. I think it's one of the most underrated teams in our school.
Yeah.
Do you want to highlight any strengths and key players?
Yeah, so right now they're 5-0, looking really strong. Some of the strengths are the depth they have, and they have a lot of strong seniors and a lot of veterans that will really help the young players. So look for them to have a big role. So before we get into girls tennis, let's cut to an interview with Ellie and Alyssa Margolin, who are going to talk about how their season's going. Ellie, being a senior leader on this team means you have to be a role model to all the younger kids. What role do you take in that?
This year, being a senior and the captain, I think it's become really important that I ensure that the team is both having fun and they're also working hard and staying really determined so that we can all do really well this season. And
Alyssa, as being one of the younger girls on the team but still one of the top performers, what goes into being one of those top performers at such a young underclassman age, and what about those younger students is special this year?
I think all the younger students on the team this year and the years to come all are very hardworking, dedicated, motivated, and committed to the team, and they're always trying to bring their best and nothing less.
And you guys undoubtedly have a strong connection. You guys are sisters and you guys play together. What's so special about that connection, and how do you transfer that onto the court?
I guess we just played together for so long, it just become like a habit, which makes it so easy to play together. We live in the same house, so we're together all the time.
Even if it hasn't always been such a great relationship, it's had its ups and downs, and in the end, we're always making the other one feel better, more positive.
With this season starting off so well, going 5-0, how do you get the younger players to stay humble and stay on track and don't get too ahead of themselves, and you want to keep a strong season going?
Well, I like to make sure that everyone is really committed, and I also like to establish a connection with every single player on the team because every player is different, and I think it's important that we all have fun and stay determined for the whole season.
And Coach Recanelli has been coaching for 3 years now. What is special about him, and what does he bring to the team?
Well, he's very dedicated to the team with all those Sunday practices. He's also always on the sidelines cheering us on and giving us really good advice.
And I'll start with you, Ellie. One question that we ask all our interviewees is one athlete that you look up to, someone that you try to emulate. Who is that for you?
For me, that's definitely Roger Federer, who has been an idol that I've looked up to since I was 5 or 6 years old. He always has such an amazing attitude on and off the court, which is something that I really strive to do.
Definitely the American prodigy, Coco Gauff, at 15 years old, who's playing unbelievably and beating amazing other players such as Venus Williams, and definitely really inspiring.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that was a great interview by Ellie and Alyssa Margolin. They're looking to have a big year. This team's looking to have a big year. What are some of the strengths that are going to go towards that?
So this team is built top to bottom, very strong doubles-wise. They're very strong with Ellie and Alyssa Margolin. You also got girls like Allison Stoma and the other captain. And then you got girls that are great doubles partner in Izzy Seelig and Jackie Madden.
And some other things that they're looking to work on this year is more specific in the double strategy, especially in the net game. They're looking to focus on that this year, and if they can get that down, look for them to continue how they're looking right now.
Coming up for homecoming, the girls tennis team has 2 matches, one October 2nd and one October 4th. Thank you guys for listening. We had great 2 episodes of our previews for the Byram Hills Blitz. It was our last one, so now we'll look forward to seeing how these teams play out. as we continue along this season. Homecoming's coming up in 2 weeks, so get out and go Byram. Hello and you can't. Why do you have a pen? The pencil's going to be in the scene. Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Byram Hills Blitz. I'm Matthew Levy.
Sorry. Tonight, you're going to see a game against Harrison under the lights. Is it under the lights?
Nope.
Okay.